Hey, it's Greg again here with Gag Order, hanging out with
Holychild.
Here in Alston, Mass. They're going to play at the Great Scott, sold out. First time I've ever seen a line for the Great Scott, so that's always a pretty good sign when people are waiting to get into your show.
Yeah, that's cool. I'm looking at the line right now. They look chill, too.
Yeah,
looks like it's going to be fun. Yeah, right?
Boston, obviously, of course.
Yeah.
You know, the beautiful people in the world. Big college town as well, so like obviously you have the whole college crew out here. And, you know, you guys met in college, right?
Yeah, here, you take this.
Cool.
And you played, like, percussion for the dance
class. You got it.
So how did you, out of the whole class, like, I want to work with you? Like,
Good question. Well, Liz approached me.
okay.
So I guess I was laying it down good or well. And then Liz came up to me and proposed a project wherein it was like a street art project in D.C., where she wanted to do live body art and wanted me to accompany her live body art on drums and percussion. It sounded pretty cool. DC is pretty sterile and can be pretty boring, especially where George Washington is. So it sounded great. I said yes. We never followed through with that. But we wound up writing a lot of songs and started doing Holychild. So I think stuff has worked out.
Panned out pretty well in the end, I guess,
Yeah,
right?
I think so.
And so has any of your dance stuff, like, come out on stage? Like, do you get back in, like, your rhythm and your body art and stuff?
Yeah.
Definitely?
That's, like, my thing. I mean, I was a dancer from the age of, like, actually 1.5 to forever.
As soon as you could stand, you were moving?
Exactly. And, like, in dance classes and doing recitals and doing competitions and then doing tons of shows when I was older. So I feel like dance is, like, such a natural way for my body or my mind to express itself, if that makes sense. So yeah, I'm definitely like dancing all over the place when I'm
And were
on
you
stage.
singing beforehand as well?
Yeah, I was. I started singing when I was like 10.
Okay.
But again, dance was like my main thing. So I was always singing and doing dance. And like I don't know why. Like I guess I was just so into the arts when I was younger. Like I met a guy here and we're like, do we know each other from like chorus competitions when we were in middle school, which I think we might. And I totally forgot that I did that. And it's like,
crazy.
so I was singing a lot, and that reminded me, like, oh yeah, I was doing those competitions.
Like,
Yeah, because I always thought of myself as a dancer.
right.
Yeah.
Liz is like the true artiste. She's just like a jack of all trades and not limited by any medium. So she just goes for it. It's really impressive.
Well, aren't you in your own, you know, on your own horn, like a jack of all trades? Like you do the percussion, the keys.
Yeah, I do some other stuff musically, but I mean, I'm really into music producing and songwriting in addition to those instruments. I mean, I can fake my way through a lot of instruments, I would say.
Yeah.
Percussion, drums, and keys are my strengths. But, I mean, it's limited to music, you know, whereas Liz is just like, you know, she directed our music videos. Like, what the excuse my French. But, like, that's just like, I'm intimidated by that, but she's just fearless. It's awesome.
Yeah, but Louis produces all our stuff, like everything, which is really inspiring as well.
This is so funny. You guys like refuse to take the credit. Like, no, but he does some cool stuff too. Like
Cool stuff. Everyone's got their jack of trades, you know.
Yeah.
I know. I just recently watched a video for Happy With Me.
Oh,
It
cool.
was such a cool video.
Thanks.
And I'm a former in a past life drummer, and like that drum pattern was like really like islandy or like Caribbean. Was that? 'Cause, I mean,
yes.
That's such a catchy doom takum ta.
Thanks.
Like that pattern is super.
Drum nerds unite.
Boom, drum nerds.
Let's see. It's commonly understood as like a reggaeton beat, and I get it. It was actually more inspired by an Afro-Brazilian beat called the Baião rhythm, and it just like I guess I had this melody, and then Liz sang it, and it sounded really good when she sang it, and then I was like, yo, this needs like a party vibe, like.
Yeah.
And that's what came out, and that's what happened. So,
which is interesting because the song itself takes a very party vibe, but the lyrics kind of juxtapose that party vibe and really make it. The way I read it was like, "Why aren't you happy with me?" Almost like, you know, being in a relationship, but also being disposable. So I was like, how did you manage to make a happy song kind of melancholy, I guess?
I know. I guess that's kind of my thing, like with all our lyrics. All our songs, for the most part, are like pretty up there, and all my lyrics are like, I'm a depressed human expressing myself through art. I mean, I don't know. I just feel like there are so many things that we can say. Like with the song Happy With Me in particular, I'm kind of trying to say, like, I think that our society bothers itself, and like personally, my mind is like bothered by so many things that if they just didn't exist and if I just didn't think about them, I would be so much happier. So I kind of am being sarcastic in that song and being like, why can't you live with me outside of that world and just be happy with me where we don't think about all of those things? However, I'm not actually outside of that world, so I'm kind of like, stay with me, come outside of that, but I don't actually live there. It's,
Right.
Yeah, hypocritical, sarcastic.
It's very,
Yeah.
it's a very I think it's a very complex subject, or even, you know, mental ideal to kind of tackle in your music, and I think it's very impressive that you're able to do such a thing. And I think it, you know, for people who actually read the lyrics, or, you know, poets or writers or anything, can really grab onto that and latch onto that and be like, I really appreciate what you're doing with the music. And you know, that's some crazy stuff that you guys got going on, man.
Thank you. Yeah, thanks for like diving into it. It's totally appreciated.
Oh, yeah, I mean, between like the drum nerd bit and like big poem guy anyway, so.
Yeah, oh nice.
And so you have a new EP on the way, or is it out?
Yeah, we just released our EP on March 5th, so it's out on like iTunes, Spotify, blah blah blah, you know, all those places.
Walk
and it's
me
called
through that.
Mindspeak. Yeah, so it's called Mindspeak. So Happy With Me and 2 other songs, Every Time I Fall and Pretend Believe. Battery's dead. So those songs are part of like a music video trilogy that are out, and so those 3 songs are part of the EP as well as Playboy Girl. And yeah, they all have music videos on YouTube, so you can check them all out there, and then you can get them on the internet. Do you know the internet?
I've heard of that place.
Yeah. Yeah, you can peruse the internet.
It's got goggle.com or something?
Yeah, goggle.com. Just
And
goggle
so-
it.
Just goggle. And so the EP as a whole actually kind of stands alone in 2 spots as a musical body and a visual body, and together they kind of combine and make the soundtrack to a movie that you guys had?
Yeah, exactly. I just feel like, I mean, I've been thinking this for a long time, that we're moving toward a visual age where like music is consumed in many different ways, and a lot of people go to YouTube for music, and it's like needs this visual component. And also I'm a visual person, so like when I hear music, I have that experience.
Mhm.
So Happy With Me, Happy With Me, Pretend Believe, and Every Time I Fall make up a short film that kind of dive into the entire message of the EP in general, which is essentially like about the role of the female in our culture. And those 3 videos in particular are really dealing with like objectification and the vulnerability that I feel around being objectified and women being objectified, and how I feel like, you know, we shouldn't do that to women, and at the same time, like, I want to be objectified from time to time, and if I'm not, like, am I a bad person? Or if I am I a bad person? And for those desires, am I a bad person? And then also, like, why am I in that position? Why do I feel that way?
Sort of a guilty pleasure our society is constructed around.
Exactly. Yeah.
And then you just make sweet tunes behind it.
Yeah, pretty much.
She's over here blowing apart like the whole social construction.
No, I love it though. I endorse it completely.
Absolutely.
And it's fun that we can like play pop music and try to kind of, you know, draw people in with like familiar melodies, rhythms, or hooks or whatever, and then, you know, try to challenge them with our lyrics and make them think a little bit,
almost like subconsciously, like sneaking into them, like, you don't really need to do what you're doing.
Yeah,
like
it's good to think every now and then, you know.
That's Holychild. Holychild in a nutshell, blowing away social constructs through the power of pop music and catchy African
rhythm and sexuality. That's what this guy yesterday was like. That's what you guys are.
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
I'm cool with that. Brat pop too.
Brat pop, yeah.
Brat pop. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's kind of like our.
Thank you so much for having
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes.
The line's dying down, so you need to get back in there and do your thing and blow the social constructs off these people.
Oh.
Thank you.
That's Holychild, guys, and we're signing out.